Here are the 5 things I want you to know about the True Botanicals Resurfacing Moisture Mask before you buy it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, your guide to cleaner, greener beauty, skincare, and beyond. Links to everything I mentioned in the video will be below. If you like these types of reviews and you want to see more skincare reviews, take 2 seconds, hit that like button. It makes a huge difference over here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get into the mask, right? It's $65. You can subscribe and save a little bit, so you can get it for $55.25, and you can use the code BRIT15 right now as of the time of recording. I don't know how I feel about my hair being up. Anyway, you can use that code to get 15% off, which is a nice chunk of change when you're doing some skincare. Heads up, this was gifted. I want to give you full disclosure on that. I am under zero obligation to give it a review over here. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't have given it its own review on the channel had this audience not picked this product for me to review. You're still getting my honest opinion as always. These are the 5 things I will be covering. They're all based on the Style Shaker scorecard, and it always starts with the first question, which is all about ingredients. Not a cosmetic chemist, please read the disclaimer. There is no regulated definition of clean out there. I'm not gonna get on that soapbox. So what I always like to say is everything is really personal. What works for one person might work for another, but I like to do a quick scan to see if there's any red flags, like the word fragrance. Overall, the resurfacing piece of this skincare equation relies heavily on lactic acid. And I just had a conversation with a holistic esthetician for the podcast that I'm watching, which is very exciting. We talked about all the different types of acids. I really love a resurfacing mask, a chemical resurfacing mask. I also need to be careful because I have sensitive reactive skin. So lactic acid is supposed to be, again, check with a dermatologist, but it's supposed to be a little bit easier on the skin. Also, the percentage matters, and the amount of time that you leave the mask on your face will matter. There are a few flowery oils in here that could need a second look if you really do have reactive skin. I know certain things like essential oils can just set a person off, so check out the rest of the ingredients. There are also some really wonderful ingredients. No major red flags. Moving on to application. Some masks can be very liquidy. Others can be really, really dense. Others can just be super crazy, messy, and oily. This was very easy. The texture of the mask is almost like a very lightweight gel, watery gel more so, a little bit of a jelly, whatever you want to call it. It's more like a gel. It goes on really easily. A little bit, you just kind of spread it all over the face and you can massage it into the face. Let it sit for a couple of minutes. The brand recommends between 2 and 5 minutes. I left it on for 2 and it did a perfectly fine job for me. And then I just rinse it off with a really nice lukewarm washcloth. Basic. It was very easy to apply. It didn't get everywhere. Got a 5 out of 5 for application. These things matter to a lot of us, including myself. If you feel me, then you know. The scent. Now the mask is going to be rinsed off and it doesn't leave a lot of scent behind. But if you're very sensitive to scents, how many times can I say scent? If you're not into an overwhelming scent, this is an herbaceous scent. It definitely is more on the herbal, herbaceous side. It is not fruity. It is a stronger scent. I don't actually like the scent, but I didn't hate it. I didn't find it offensive. It was just really, really strong. It's not my favorite scent. And once I rinsed it off, the scent was totally gone. Middle of the road though, because it's a little bit strong, so a 3 out of 5 on the scorecard there. Next up, does it moisturize and resurface? Because like that's what it says it's gonna do. Yeah, it did a great job. I saw a very nice smoothing out of skin. Usually the one time I get to masks a week, which is, it tends to be on Wednesdays. I don't know, on Wednesdays we mask. When I finally get to Wednesdays, my skin is a little dull. It's a little bit textured. It needs a little sloughing off, whatever. I lean on these masks to resurface, but I don't want irritation. And the thing that stood out the most here for me was I left it on for 2 minutes. I've done this with the Tata Harper mask, which I really like. I've done this with the Herbivore Blue Tansy mask, which also I really like. This, I think, was actually close to Tata Harper. It was very, very gentle. I saw the least amount of redness after rinsing it off compared to the other masks that I've tried. There have been others, but those are the 2 at the top of my mind right now. So for those that are nervous about getting too much redness, or you're like, it's tingling, that's good, right? There's just crazy redness. Sensitive skin types I really think are gonna like this a little bit better than something else that could feel or potentially be more irritating. The other thing I noticed after I rinsed it off was I did not rush to get a moisturizer and slather it all over my face. Sometimes, and I don't know if you experience this too, let me know in the comments, but I will use a resurfacing mask or just a mask, a face mask, right afterwards I don't get the tight skin. I used to get that with conventional skincare. But my skin will feel fresh, resurfaced, and then I'll go, ooh, I need to put something on this pretty quickly because I can feel a little bit of dryness. The claim here is that it's also moisturizing. It does state that in the product title, so I was looking for it. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily typically moisturizing. It doesn't feel like a cream on the face, but it certainly was a noticeable difference after I removed it. I did not feel the need to just go grab a moisturizer or an oil and put it on my face. I just didn't have that need, which was different, and it was great. So it received a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard there. The final question, follow through, is those marketing claims. I make fun of them all the time. I'm sorry to the copywriters. You're probably wonderfully talented, brilliant writers, but sometimes those claims just, did this product follow through on its claims? Easy enough question. Here's the first claim. Reveals smooth, glowing skin in 5 minutes. Ding. Yeah, but I saw it in 2. So yes, but in less time. Yay. Second claim, gently sloughs away dead surface skin cells. You have fresher, brighter skin. I would say that my skin had more of a glow to it afterwards. I think repeated use of this in the skincare routine does help improve tone on my skin, and it absolutely resurfaced and sloughed things away. Brightening, kind of. Maybe a little bit of a glow, but I can't really attribute that just to this. You know, that could have just been because I just rinsed it off and there was water. I'm not seeing the brightening yet. That's not to say that I won't see it, but more so I'm seeing resurfacing. Follow through, it did a really good job. I did give it a 5 out of 5. I've been using it for about a month now. I should have probably said that earlier. So I put skincare to a longer test. And I think a month is not long enough still, but I wanted to get the results to you. So I could see the brightening maybe in a couple of weeks or so. I think 6 to 8 weeks is usually it, unless we're dealing with a retinol, in which case that's just like the long haul, baby. We gotta like ride it out. Which brings me to the final score of 17 out of 20. And now it's time for my final verdict. Would I buy this mask again? Well, I did not buy it, as I mentioned earlier. This was generously gifted by the brand, and I'm pretty close. I'm still testing it out. I really think what stood out the most for me was how gentle it was in resurfacing and the teeniest tiny amount of redness. So there really was very limited inflammation that happened on my skin. There was no like, woof. I'm very happy with it. I'm still testing, but it is rising slowly in the ranks. I think it might be a little bit above the Herbivore AHA for me. That's just for me. That doesn't mean it's gonna be the same for you, okay? But overall, I really like this. I love that they have a subscription so you can get it at a lower price point. I think this will last me quite a bit of time. And it's in a glass container, and they have all these different certifications. I'm a fan of the company, and I'm slowly becoming more and more of a fan, so thank you to True Botanicals for introducing me to these products. Thank you for selecting this one for an in-depth review. That's what the scorecard said. That's what I think. What do you think about this moisturizing resurfacing mask? Are you gonna give it a shot? Have you already tried it? Share your experience along with your skin type below. Love having alternate perspectives and opinions over here because my word is definitely not gospel. If you haven't already, don't forget to take that 2 seconds, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a thing. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you right back here real soon. Until then, bye-bye. I cannot recall the last time I filmed a video with my hair up. I don't know if I ever really have.